I've been staring at the sea, 'cause all of the waves, they keep chasing after me. Even though we are out of reach, I can feel the water on my feet. The things that you said to me, they will grow inside, they make believe. I am still dancing on the feelings that you gave me. I am still dancing on the feelings that you give me.
I know you're a monster. Moonlit travels, proving the time can haggle. Midnight battles, losing your mind in the saddle. Witness hands full, knew it by heart as it was told. Sleepless and cool, fool in the dark and the ice cold. Stop, stay a while, stop, stay a while. Stop, stay a while, stop, stay a while. Witness hands full, knew it by heart as it was Streetlight candles, choosing the night as a chapel. Feel like vandals, vandals, scandals. Stop, stay a while, stop, stay a while. Stop, stay a while, stop, stay a while. Got me waiting, got me waiting. Ashfall, siren won't disclose where she's been. Castle, tyrant, let it come, let it in. Selfish shadows meet here. Shadows.
Oh my god. You're back. We got your soul out of that Ted doll.
I'm back, guys.
Because I am the fucking voodoo master.
All right, but welcome everybody to another episode of Those Two Nerds, episode 30. Came back on a good episode, you know. I didn't like the number 29, so that's why I wasn't here. But we are here now, and everything is all great in the neighborhood.
Reunited. It feels so good.
And as we sit here,
I missed you.
it was really funny because right before we went on air, you were telling me about the whole ninja situation.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited to talk about it once you're ready.
I'm not ready because I feel like
it's gonna be a
I
debate.
feel like you think we're gonna fight about it, and I don't think we are.
It's going to be a debate.
And the reason that I feel like we're not, we'll get to that topic in a second.
Of course,
All
course.
right.
All right.
I am Nictus. I normally play games, but today I'm on with my co-host Vera Coach. He is back on. Your channel says Vera Coach, right? You don't have a.
Yeah, just very good.
Okay.
You know, I'm OG.
And he's coming back into the streaming game hardcore this week. Watched him curb stomp some people yesterday in the League of Legends because why? I support my fellow streamer.
And you support the bros, man.
Yeah.
You know, what are you, you know.
That game was redonk, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like you could have just went and made a sandwich and
I probably
the rest
could've.
of your team could have just beat those guys. Like, it was...
We were so far ahead. So anybody that doesn't know about League of Legends, like a kind of brief rundown. Sorry, I was editing the game title. It was wrong. Anybody that doesn't know League of Legends as a whole, basically by getting kills, capturing objectives, you get ahead. Obviously, if you are getting more kills than the enemy team, capturing more objectives, you can. It's a tip/hint. It's called snowballing. So that's like the slang term of, hey, we are.
I'll tell you what
we're
I
going
heard
down an angle.
snowballing was called.
Yeah, the legendary Clerks.
Clerks. That's
Yeah.
a great movie.
It's where. Never mind. We're not going to get into that for
No.
the fellow kids. But it's called snowballing, and essentially, like as an avalanche comes down, it makes a big snowball, and like we see in cartoons as the avalanche is coming down. That's essentially what happened. It was a snowball match. It was insane. It was probably the top 10 easiest matchups that we've probably ever played in our life.
And this was in a tournament.
Yeah,
And
tournament
this wasn't
style,
first
yeah.
round tournament. This was like second or third round in the tournament.
Oh, for sure. Well,
I didn't watch all the rest of it, but I'm telling you what, I guess I came in for a good one, because I don't even know what was going on in the game, but I just looked, I go, they've killed that guy like 8 times.
Oh, we put the hard camp on him. We put the hard camp.
It was every bit of 8 times. Your one dude had like 7 kills in the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he was on fire. Big shout out to Clay and Sam. In-game tags are like Doom or whatever, and Mr. Stallion, which that's the guy who had 7 kills. Big shout out to them. College league professionals out here, and like hard carrying our team through the ranks.
Okay, I know that it probably looks like I'm looking down at my phone texting. I'm not. I actually have pictures of the new stuff that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
A little bit prepped. We got some topics. And I didn't have time to do graphics, but they're on my phone, so that I'm getting them just geared up. So are you ready for topic number 1?
Yeah.
Because we're going to get, you know what, we'll do Ninja last.
Ninjas last.
I feel like we'll do Ninja last because I'm feeling really good that you're back right now. And I don't want to start the show on a
hatred
on
level.
potential like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Witcher 3.
Okay.
I know that you have not played this game yet, but a patch was issued this week on the Switch version, which added graphical improvements. So anti-aliasing, anti-blur. You can turn that smooth, whatever that. It sucks. It looks terrible. But the most important thing from the patch was cross-save compatibility with the PC version of The Witcher 3 on Steam and GOG. Thoughts?
I mean, to add a cross save, I mean, it's kind of nice. I know as a personal, with Borderlands, I believe, when Borderlands 1 came out, you couldn't play on, anybody else's PC but your own. It was it was saved to there.
If streaming
nice.
is not going to be the future right now, how do you feel about cross-save?
I mean, it's no different than cloud saving. I mean, it's going to be a thing. Do I think it will be on every game? I think there'll be the pick and choose games for now. But I think this is a good idea. It's just because of the fact, if they start integrating cross-saving, not only with maybe PC, but PC to PS4 and all this stuff, what might be nice is, the whole fact of, I have The Witcher on PS4, but, I'm really far on the PC version. I can go cross-save, or something can't really use Destiny because it's online based, but any kind of campaign game.
Yeah, that's more of an account thing on Destiny or even Warcraft.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think it's something new. So I mean, I don't think anybody's ever done this.
Sony's not on board with this, and I don't know if it's Sony or whatever. But when they ported The Witcher 3, the company that ported it, they had in mind, they said, the ability to do cross save at some point. To my knowledge, there are only 2 really big campaign style games that do this on the Switch.
Okay.
And that is now The Witcher 3. By the way, I tried it. Awesome.
That's good.
It's amazing. It actually, because a lot of times at nighttime, when I'm laying down for the night, I've been playing my Switch in handheld mode a lot more than I ever have, and Pokemon honestly got me into doing that while I'm sitting there just watching TV or whatever, because I don't want to necessarily sit at my computer. I want to lay in bed or whatever. And I actually feel like I might make progress, but it makes me sad because most of my progress I've made in the game is on PS4. But You know, I don't mind because it looks beautiful on my computer at full graphics. It looks still like someone smeared Vaseline all over your screen when you're playing on the Switch, but you don't really care about that because it's still the full game.
Oh, yeah.
You got the full gaming experience. And by like cross save, I mean like I was standing on top of this table facing this particular direction. I hit save, go to the cloud. When I came to my PC version, I was on the same table facing the same direction.
Well,
it was incredible and it was fast.
Well, Diablo did that.
Diablo did do that.
Diablo did that to where you could save it onto the cloud, and then once you go over to your buddy's house or something, you could go download your cloud save, and it was fast. It was pretty quick, for my opinion. It was like 10, 15 minutes. Bam,
But again, that's almost account based, right? Because
Yeah.
you log into your Blizzard account. Now you do. I mean, to do this magic, you have to either link it to your GOG account or your Steam account. I have it on Steam.
Who cares?
But I mean, it was fast, and it pulled it from the cloud like that, and you're ready to go.
It's all about being fast. Like, nobody could care how you have to sign in or do all the extra steps, because if it's one of those things where it's I don't have to sign in every time, it's just automatically set up. But as long as the transfer between saves is fast, nobody's gonna care.
I find that with games like Rocket League, Minecraft, Dauntless, Fortnite, I don't play, but I appreciate what they've done because you can play on your mobile and you can play with your friends. You can play on your Switch and you can play with your friends. You can play on your PC and all your stuff is account saved.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between those games and a full game like The Witcher is they're free.
True.
Right? Now, Rocket League costs money,
Yeah, it does.
but it's not an expensive game.
No, it's like 15.
But I'm telling you, this actually encouraged me. Because I bought The Witcher 3 on the Switch. I just was curious. I didn't buy the physical version on the PS4, and I wanted to support the company. It came with a bunch of cool stuff, a map, a book, all these things. And now that I don't feel like I'm going to go back to the PS4 version because there's no cross save. And Divinity 2 is the only other game that I know of that's like an epic 100+ hour long campaign. But this bodes well for me, and I'm hoping that this is kind of, if we can't get the streaming where you buy it once, stream it wherever you want, because that's probably not going to happen, at least for a long time. It makes me wonder if this is going to be the next best thing. Does it suck having to buy a $60+ game more than once? Yes. But if it's something that you know that you're going to put a lot of time in,
Yeah.
I feel like it's fine. And in this particular instance, having a game like Divinity or a game like The Witcher or a game like Dauntless or whatever available on the go, and then you can come back and play
On your PC.
it's nice because what do you do on your lunch break?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I take my Switch. I play games on my lunch break for at least 30 to 45 minutes almost every day on lunch.
and that's the big thing I would say. Like, I think it's a good idea. I think it's definitely something that you can go on the right path with. You can't really go wrong with it. There's no negative side of this. The only negative side is
Having to buy the game more than once.
having to buy the game more than once.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're making that choice. If you don't want to have the cross save, no big deal. It's not like you have to pay a monthly subscription.
Right.
You buy the game, whatever, that's your monthly subscription. That's it. You're done.
I would actually like to see them purchase like a bundle thing, right?
Yeah.
So maybe instead of charging me $60 on each platform, maybe say, all right, look, you're interested in playing it on more than one platform. How about $80? How about $100? That way
Yeah.
you get it now, and you're saving a little bit to get it and have it on both. Is it a lot? Yes, but what do special editions of games cost now?
$100.
$100 to $200 sometimes, So
I feel it.
I would rather do that because this is still the third party's right to decide how they want to distribute their software. And it looks like Microsoft and Nintendo and Steam, for the most part, look like they're all on board with this cross-play
Yeah.
and cross-save. And I like it. If that's the future of gaming, I'm cool with it not being streaming. I like it. Play where you want. Play how you want. Play with your friends. Or if you're playing a game like this, you can just
For sure.
take your Switch with you, play for a little while, or maybe you're on vacation or whatever, gain some progress. Because who has 100 hours anymore to sit down and play a game at home? I don't.
Well, I will say this, as a kid and high schooler, yeah, you probably do.
Time. So much time, right?
So much time.
No money. You're broke as shit. You can't afford to buy games.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're forced to play in the games that you enjoy.
Thanks for the like, Gary. I appreciate it, man.
So you're forced to like the games and, play them and stuff. I mean, I can tell you multiple summers where I'm just grinding a game.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, 1,500 hours. In
Oh,
it.
sure.
I have almost 3K hours in Counter-Strike, and I don't even play the game anymore.
No. But you can. Like, you could turn that thing on
and be just fine. Yeah.
and it'd be awesome.
But that's my thing. I think people have time. Now, obviously, as the older you get, but I think as a gaming company, you don't target that audience. You don't target the audience of people that don't have time. You target the people, like the kids that have hours and hours, and when they go to the candy store, they're like, I want it. And, like, they kick and scream and beat their face against the wall until they get their game.
And I agree with that. Because, I mean, we were talking about this not long ago, that the price of games really have not gone up since the Xbox 360 era.
The games are still the same price.
They're like $60, and the people cry DLC this and nickel and dime this. This is how, I mean, games cost more money to make.
But that's the only thing in general. The only thing that costs more money is the DLC. Oh, I want the season pass, so I get all the DLC for this upcoming game.
If you take inflation into account, games realistically should cost about $75 for a new game. They should cost $74.99 for a brand new game. That's everything.
Well, I was gonna say,
and they're still $60. They're still $59.99.
Well, that's the trend. It seems like every 10 to 15 years, the games go up about $10.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't shock me if this next gen coming out, PS5, Xbox, whatever it's called, that the games cost more.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 4K. Especially for physical releases at first, you know that these things are going to be massive downloads. Well, they said up to 8K gaming on some. So, do you think that that's probably going to happen at some point, or do you think they're going to kind of play it safe and just stay at around the $60 price range?
I think they stay at the $60 price range because you're going to get people to buy the DLC, the special editions, and stuff like that. Gamers are passionate about their games, so if it's an upcoming, release of a new game, like an add-on, like a next Call of Duty or something like that, people will drop the $80, the $100. People are dedicated about their games, so I think they can still play it safe, keep the $60 price tag, still charge extra $20, get these cool in-game exclusive items. Bam, okay, there's $20. Thank you.
Yeah, I think sports games are the worst at this anymore with the NBA 2K games and the Madden.
People got very upset about WWE.
Loot boxes out the balls.
What was it? WWE was announcing, I think it was Goldberg. Goldberg was going to be a special character in the game. Mm-hmm. If you bought the $80 edition, you would get Goldberg. Yeah. And it was great. Everybody was like, cool, I'm going to buy the game. It was awesome. Game's great. Like 3 months down the road, they allow Goldberg to be a viable character. Yeah, and people you just buy it, and you can buy it for like $5.
And that's shitty.
Because you bought the exclusive edition because you thought you were getting something exclusive, and then they were like, "Oh, hey, pay $5, you get Goldberg."
It's like the Kickstarter stuff, right? Because I'm into, me and my friend Jay, we're really into buying board games on Kickstarter, and they have stuff on there that says right on it, "This is a Kickstarter exclusive. If you help support the game before it launches, these items will never be available in a retail store." Now, a lot of companies have now come out and said, these will not be available for retail, but we may at some point sell them at conventions, which I'm fine with that. And we may also sell them from our own personal stores. Okay. Again, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, because you're making a trip to, like you said, the convention. As a convention, your job is to sell.
That's cool though, right?
Like when you distribute it out to retail stores and stuff like that, it's not your job to sell anymore. You've done your job. You got it there. You got the product there.
I also like the fact that if you buy it directly from the people who make it, they get more money from it.
Oh yeah.
Than dealing with the distributor, so they have to pay a distributor to whatever to get rid of it, and then that's all they make. And that thing will change hands 3 or 4 times before it actually hits the store shelf, and then you buy it. That's why stuff costs as much as it does.
Yeah.
But when a game company that is developing their own board games or whatever says, "Hey, look, we made this. This is what it costs," they get almost all of the profit back from that.
Yeah.
And that's why I say anytime that you can buy it directly from the artist or the creator, buy it straight from them. I know Walmart is great, but
sometimes you miss out.
But you're helping Walmart. You're helping them, but you're not. Not as much as you could if you just bought it from them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, at the same time. Like, you want to support the company, but at the same time, it's hard. It's hard because, how nice is it that I'm on Amazon or Walmart? Free shipping.
It's so convenient.
Free shipping.
I totally get
free
it.
shipping, but if I go to their website, they want $10 to ship it to me. Like, I'm like, oh, well, I can save $10 and buy, burger or something.
Right.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I can go out to dinner this week where I couldn't the other way.
like I can go get a big Taco Bell order, and I get my game in 2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days, sometimes next day.
Yeah, so that's what's crazy. I've heard so many like horror stories of like working at Amazon. Not that it's a bad company, just like the whole process of 1 day shipping and how fast it is, and the insane around the clock movement that involves 1 day shipping.
It is, but it's also because they've spread out like the plague, right?
Yeah.
Amazon facilities are everywhere.
Oh, you can't go anywhere.
That was brilliant.
Oh yeah, but they had the money. That was the key.
Well, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, they don't pay taxes. You know why they don't pay taxes? Because they take a good... I'm not saying the CEO or whatever. Like, that dude got paid. He made some money. The higher-ups made money. I'm not saying that they took all the profit. I'm just saying that they took huge chunks of their profit and invested it back into the company to provide more jobs and expand and help, overall the economy. Now, at some point, they're not going to be able to expand anymore.
You can only
they're only going to be able to go so far. But they're still going to get around to paying the taxes. But I mind less about a company that is expanding and creating jobs and helping overall versus a company that just finds loopholes to not pay taxes. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
So,
but
but we're not talking about taxes and politics. I'm just saying like there's a lot of people that cry about it. But that's why they don't have to.
Yeah, I just love the cool process of it, like the fact that 1 day shipping is a thing. I mean, think about the utmost convenience, like. People Christmas shop now and holiday shop on Amazon
in their underwear at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and never leave. The deals that you get
it's
online.
It's awesome.
The deals that you get online, it's amazing. Like, and everything, for the most part, I would say 95% of the packages that go out always arrive to your doorstep, non beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, the boxes that they came in may look like they've been tarnished.
Now,
like
I have had a couple of packages lately that came not necessarily beat up, but they were actually just in the box. They didn't have another box. So, for example, I bought my headphone stand, and that was just the box it came in. It didn't have another box in it. So it says right on it what it was. There's a picture. I don't like that. Like, what if I had ordered something super expensive? I did. This was like a $20 item.
I think that's why they did it.
But,
Sometimes
it lights up. It was cool. I wanted it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I'm not judging. I have a light up stand as well. So.
Okay, so but Amazon's great. Let's go on to another topic. Big news this week: Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
the movie. I know you probably haven't had a chance to go see it.
No,
yet.
I want to.
I went last night. You will love it.
Oh, I've heard
you will absolutely love this movie.
I've heard it's an amazing kids movie /
Yes.
It has enough adult things in it to keep you interested as an adult.
Okay, yes.
And it's beautifully well made. Like, you got to think, this company went out of their way with the utmost respect to them. They were trolled online when they first released this trailer. They were like, this looks like the kid from Jumanji when he smiled as he was the monkey. Like, this was just him in blue form. And trolled this company, and they were like, we hear you. We hear your cries.
Actually,
we're going to redo everything.
I have the direct quote here. 1 second, and I will...
Yeah, so, like, I mean, these people...
It's right here. The
people
quote,
got trolled.
The quote said, all right, so they released the trailer, and people were like, what in the hell is this, right? So this is from the director. Now, this is back in, I want to say it was in May. Now, this movie was supposed to come out in November.
Yeah.
But they said, after the outcry on the internet, the director came out on Twitter and said, thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be.
Did you just assume Sonic's gender?
He's definitely he is definitely a dude.
No.
So I mean, what happened, right? Like, they have this design. It looks terrible. You saw it. It looked creepy. It looked like they tried to make him look too human. And his eyes were weird looking. I mean, his teeth... I've seen the movie. They actually don't look that much different. But it's the eyes. I'm telling you, that eye offset, he actually looks more like his video game counterpart. And I forget the actor that does his voice, but he did a great job. And he's in Parks and Rec, one of the Parks and Rec guys. And Jim Carrey... Probably the funniest he's been the last 15 years. No lie.
Oh.
He's phenomenal as Dr. Robotnik. Amazing in the role.
Like I said, when they redid this movie and they came out, because they came out with another trailer like 3 months after, with a few clips of the new and improved, and everybody was in awe. Everybody was like, this is awesome. Because you don't really see that. If somebody would complain about a trailer and they were like, oh, this movie, they would not change anything. They would release the movie.
And that's what Paramount said originally. They said, oh, well, no, you can't make it look like that. That's the people. And then they said, you know what? No, let's listen to the fans. They let the director do the right thing.
Because here's the thing. If you have a great movie like Sonic, you take this great movie, you make a few more, you make a little bit more money.
Yes.
If you tank the movie, you ruin everything.
Yes.
Everything.
No potential franchise.
No.
And out of video game movies, no lie, this is probably the top right now. It's better than Detective Pikachu, which I enjoyed.
Detective Pikachu is pretty good.
But I would say that it's only slightly better than that. It's better for different reasons. The pacing in this movie is much better.
Yeah.
And it's a comedy. It's funny. It's genuinely funny.
Yeah. Jim
Carrey, no lie, like the scenes with him and James Marsden, I think is how you say his name. He was Cyclops in the X-Men movies. He's so funny. It's just, I saw it last night. The movie had no business being as good as it was. And I don't think it was just the design. I feel like the script was already there, right? Because no one had seen it.
Yeah.
All they saw was this terrible character design, and then they said, we're not going to go see it. Yeah. So I wholeheartedly believe that they had a decent movie with a bad CGI Sonic the Hedgehog, and no one would have went to see that the movie actually wasn't terrible.
Oh, for sure.
And you would have missed out on it. It's completely kid friendly. I don't think there was maybe a damn maybe was said in it at one point. Yeah. It kind of feels like a buddy movie, like a buddy cop movie almost. It's really good. I don't want to spoil it, but it was good. If you are a fan of Sonic, if you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go see that, you will love Jim Carrey in this movie, I promise. He is hilarious. It reminds me of his earlier stuff that he did, Ace Ventura. Not as zany, but that kind of like real quick, whippy, coming back at you with the little comebacks, and he plays a phenomenal villain.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's so good.
Jim Carrey is one of my favorites for sure, and like this movie is amazing. Like the
number one movie in America right now.
Yeah.
And do you know why? Because the fans said, you listen to us, we're going to go. And they did.
Yeah.
If the movie had still been terrible, they still would have at least went because they did. That's the other thing. As consumers of products, if we bitch and complain and say we don't like it, and then don't go see something or watch something or buy the thing once they fixed it to your specifications,
yeah,
no one's going to listen to you.
For sure.
And this proves that if you complain about something and they listen to you, you have to go see it. You have to go do the thing. You have to buy the product.
It's a silent rule type thing. It's it's like the law. The law that it says like, hey, you complained, we fixed, give it a shot.
The success of the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie shows that Hollywood needs to listen to gamers. Hands down.
For sure.
If you want to make movies about games, we want to give you our money to watch movies about games. But listen to us.
For sure. And that's the big thing. I mean, it comes down to that. It's just like when you're designing a new application that's video game wise, if you have this general idea, go out to real gamers, real people. Because as a game company, I'll put it this way: if you're designing games right now, people know who you are. It's a fact. Yeah. If I had this idea, I would throw it out there and be like, "What would you guys want to see in it?" And I'm telling you, zombie apocalypse games and stuff like that, like these battle royales, like DayZ, I absolutely, it's the biggest bust in history because they did not listen to their fan base. Yep. PUBG is notorious for this one. That's why they've tanked. Listen, if people are like, you have all these bugs in this game, you have these things in the game that would make it so much better, and you never fix it, and then when you want to fix it is when all your fans are gone. That's not the way to do it. That's why Fortnite's so successful. Because if something's broken, they fix it within about a two week frame.
Major stuff, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, you can't meet everybody's satisfaction.
Well, and they fix the stuff in Dauntless pretty fast, too.
Yeah.
I know you haven't played Dauntless, but it's great.
Yeah.
If you like those Monster Hunter style games, but you don't like how hard those Monster Hunter style games are.
Yeah.
This is awesome. It's kind of like a comic book style art. It looks very similar to Fortnite, I thought, but I think a little bit more cartoony. But you're right. They listen to what the people are saying. This doesn't work. Fix it.
That's my biggest thing. I could care less about a game. Like, I could care less how long it takes. Give me a game that's good. Like, I'll put it this way, and that's why so many people would much rather go back in time, not only for the nostalgia feeling of some of these games, but it's the simple fact that they're like, they took a game that was so simple and made it so great that every company should just learn off their old games because of the fact that simple can be great.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the most complex. I get it. You want to add some spruce to it.
That's why Pac-Man is still fun.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's why the original Mario game is still fun. That's why Centipede is still fun. That's why Donkey Kong is fun. Like, you can still pick these games up today, and they're still fun. Why? They're not complicated games.
No, they added small things, but kept the game simple.
Yeah. That's
So-
why Mario, the franchise of Mario and Sonic.
Will
since we're-
forever sell.
Since we're talking about them, let's talk about Sonic too, since we're talking about Sonic the movie. These are simple platform games. Not when I say simple, that does not mean easy. It just means simple.
No. Very simple graphics, nothing really to it. I mean, it's cartoony, it's awesome. You have these tracks, you have these cool boards.
Yeah.
And it's simple concepts.
Challenging.
Beat boss, win game.
And we enjoyed Shovel Knight.
Oh, Shovel Knight
Very
is awesome.
similar
Yeah.
type of game, right?
Oh, for sure.
The platforming in it was good. Very fun. It was challenging. It was hard, but I didn't feel like it was unfair. When I died, I was like, I suck. It's
Pretty
not
much.
because the game is impossible. It's because you suck.
Yeah. Now, the only time it's impossible is Mario Maker, when you have to go try
Oh,
those challenges.
man, I watched some of those pros do that.
They're insane.
Oh, no. Yeah, hats off to you, sirs.
But,
And madams.
yeah, I think that comes down to, like, Sonic, great job, by the way. I haven't seen the movie. I will be seeing the movie, though.
It's and the thing that's really killer right now is they haven't even been able to release it in China and Russia and a couple other places because of this coronavirus thing right now. They're kind of
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
So all the success that they've gotten has been from the other countries and the U.S. Like, I mean, it's been the number one movie since Valentine's Day. It came out on Valentine's Day.
It's a pretty cool movie.
That's not a Valentine's Day movie, though.
Yeah, but-
you know what I mean. Like,
Sometimes.
so
it
that's
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
That you can make a movie that's like geared towards gamers, but I'm telling you, even if you don't know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog, other than you know that he might exist
Yeah, it's just a great
or
kids
whatever,
movie.
and you don't care, you're not gonna you're gonna like the movie. It's very, very cool. Sonic looks great. The special effects are great. Jim Carrey is amazing in the movie, and it's funny. It's genuinely funny,
Yeah.
and not funny in the like, oh, that's terrible funny. It's genuinely funny, and you can take your kids to it and feel like they're not gonna watch anything ultra hyper violent. They're not going to
No.
watch anything with a lot of bad language or sex or drugs or there's none of that in there.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely what I would say a more family friendly movie than some of the Marvel movies for sure.
Oh, yeah. For some of the Marvel movies, but I wouldn't say a Marvel movie is for every kid, but at the same time, they're not so far off that I wouldn't mind a kid watching it at the same time.
It depends on the kid and how old
Exactly.
the kid is.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Because they're not caring about the sex scenes or drugs or anything like that. They're caring about, like, oh my freaking God, it's Spider-Man. Like, Jesus Lord over here. Like, people are just hyped about that.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to. But caring about hats off, like you said, to everybody that worked on the Sonic movie. You guys did well.
Yeah, I mean, thumbs up. He's going to go. I've already seen it. Honestly, I might go again. And I'm not a guy that goes to the movie and watches the same movie more than once at the theater. I'll buy it and watch it at home a bunch of times, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
It was really, really good. And I tweeted about it. And I don't tweet about anything. I did a shout out to Jim Carrey. I did a shout out to the director, and I did a shout out to just the movie. And they'll probably never see it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So let's see other news.
So I got a topic.
What you got?
It's actually kind of simple, and so I don't know if anybody saw this. This sparked. It went around Facebook. It went around Twitter. All this stuff. It like sparked this big debate on. So I don't know if you remember. It was a few years ago. Jeez, this kid basically was crying on the camera about him getting bullied and stuff based on his appearance, stuff like this. And there's a big rally on Facebook and all this stuff. MMA fighter said hey, come to my fight. We'll pay for it all. We'll get in contact with you.
That's cool.
Great. Turns out, they did like a GoFundMe page for this person. Turns out It was all faked.
It was a scam.
They took the money. Okay?
Wow.
So, fast forward to today's time. 9-year-old kid with dwarfism, and I believe they said he had autism or something like that.
So he's just got issues. He's got some stuff going on.
He's got some stuff going on. So, basically, similar video, kids getting bullied at school. Like, he talks about suicide, like, I just want to kill myself, all this stuff. And this kid's 9. Then people did some investigation after a GoFundMe page was raised for him. And it was quite a bit of money, by the way. I don't know the exact amount, but I think it was like somewhere around the $300K range.
300,000.
300,000. Like Hugh Jackman made a video about this. All this stuff. Like this was a viral thing on Facebook for like the past like 3 days. The kid may be 18 years old and has actual money. Like it was a scam.
So,
like
what are we discussing here?
So,
this angers me.
The big thing is, it's not really a discussion. I just highly urge to anybody that sees stuff on Facebook that involves this kind of stuff to support. Say like, I'm sorry, like people should educate. Be supportive. Don't donate money to them.
Absolutely be supportive.
Don't ever donate money to anybody unless you know them personally. If you knew this person, but at the same time, watch where you spend your wallets. Like, because things like this happen where yes, you're just trying to do the right thing, the kind-hearted thing, like help them out, like maybe get them some clothes, whatever, help them out as a family. But sometimes people are really out there to take your money. And in a case like this, you can't do anything about it.
No, because you gave it to them. It's not like you bought something, you donated it.
Unless they would have been like, oh, this is going to go towards something like this, you're out money. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a tough situation.
It makes me angry because there are a lot of genuine people out there that really do need help.
Yeah.
They really need, people to help them.
Yeah.
And then you hear stuff like this, and it makes you hesitant to even want to help people who genuinely need help.
Yeah, because you don't know what's going on. So, just the tip of the week was just watch what you see online. Be genuine. Be definitely if even somebody posts a video and it's not really viral, support them. Say what's up. Like, hey, like, you're cool. Like, I don't know. Give some kind words. Don't open up the wallet though. That's my tip of the week.
And that's got to be frustrating too, because then you'll have, like a celebrity,
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
It's not just him. I'm sure some others have been scammed
for sure.
too, and they're just trying to be a good person because they're a little bit better off than other people, and as much as they would love to go around and help everybody, they can't.
Oh yeah.
So they find a thing or they find a cause or whatever that speaks to them. It's not that they're only playing for because a lot of the times it's not even publicized, right? Like they donate money all the time to causes and things, and no one even knows about it.
Yeah.
So I think that when you have someone who has been more successful in life that tries to help people who are having unfortunates and problems in life, that also makes them more hesitant because they're definitely trying to do the right thing by donating money or their time or tickets to go see a thing or whatever,
because it's a double benefit. Not only do they look good in the public eye, like
if they even choose to share it with the public,
but they're probably going to. But it also like, hey, like I helped out somebody, like,
and it's they can write it off on their taxes.
I am this little pawn, and they are like the king. And, like, they reached out to me. Like, I'm a nobody. They're somebody.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's a cool experience. So
it was like those one things that I thought was pretty cool where the little high school kids were asking celebrities to go to prom with them. And, like, some celebrities actually went.
Yeah.
That's cool. They didn't have to do that. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but teenagers are fucking creepy today. And here they are hanging out with, like, somebody that they really, really like a lot.
Like
so much
idolize.
So, like people are dangerous. They don't know them, and I'm sure they didn't do any kind of like screening or background check on them or anything.
We're gonna need to have them.
Fortunately, nothing bad has happened from that, but it could have. Like, what if this person was like a stalker or something, or a potential psychopath? You don't know them.
Yeah. So like, big shout out.
I still think that it's cool.
Yeah. Now, like I said, internets were trolling that this kid is actually 18 years old and all this stuff, and it could just be an actor, like a person that looks similar, because when you have dwarfism and stuff like that,
sure, you
look very similar to other people and stuff like that. It's just like people that have special needs and stuff, they look very similar facial structure wise. Mm-hmm. So it's a very easy thing that could have been, I guess, juggled into the mishap. So it could be real, it could be not, I don't know, but just watch what you
I am not one to open up my wallet to things.
No.
For a lot of reasons. One, I don't have a lot to give because I buy too much crap that I don't need.
Yeah.
But also because I am leery of that, and unless I personally know the person,
Yeah.
then I don't. And there are some GoFundMe things that infuriate me that people are asking for money. When I kind of know them, I'm like, man, you got a job. Like you could do that on your own. You're just being lazy. You're taking the easy way out. And that's not all of them. I'm not saying that everyone. Like there's genuine people in there that genuinely need help with like their house burns down or something. They have nothing, or they have a disease or whatever.
Yeah,
There are genuine. I would say that there are more genuine people on there than there are
sure.
scammers. But this also, I would think, would potentially encourage more scammers to use it.
What was it? So this is actually kind of funny. This is kind of, I won't even name the person on Twitter. They actually messaged me and they said, hey, like I've had a conversation with them about like screaming them in COD or something. And I've never really met this person in person ever. So he messaged me and said, hey, can I borrow $100? Like he messaged me and was like, hey, like I'm coming over addiction and all this stuff. Can I borrow $100 and I'll pay you back next week? And I'm like, dude, I don't even know you.
I don't really know you.
Why would I give you even $100? I don't even have $100. So can I borrow $100 and I'll pay you back next week? Like, I'm not a person that, like you said, opens up their wallet for just anybody. But at the same time, like, don't come asking me for money if I don't even talk. Like, I don't even give my brother money when he needs it sometimes. Like, I need like a 2-week notice type thing. Like,
like family is one thing.
Yeah.
But there's certain people who I am related to who I would not give money to.
No. But
I love them. I wish them the best in life.
Hopefully they find that money
But
that they need.
It kind of goes along with that. There's certain people I know 100% without a doubt that it's a loan and they will pay me back, right? No doubt in my mind. Have no issues with it, but there are some other people who the word loan to them means gift. And I like you, but not enough to gift you.
Yeah. What was it? That was kind of funny, and this is kind of going along because the kid that got donated money, there was this video that came out, like him holding all this money and stuff like that, and like waving it around. It was really funny because somebody made a comment that said a Lannister always pays his debt, and he has dwarfism, so obviously it was
That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, I laughed. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. Okay.
It's because you're a terrible person.
Okay, social media.
I'm laughing now because I'm also a terrible person.
Come at me now. So what's your next topic? I'm gonna.
Next topic. I guess. What have you been up to? That was not so much news. We're gonna,
And then,
I said, we're gonna go into ninja after this. After this.
Ninjas
bit.
after this.
After this bit.
So
what have you been up to? What's been going on in Viraco's life?
So still doing the boot camp training. With the organization that I am with programming and stuff like that. Week 4 down, 2 weeks to go. Pretty excited. Learned a lot so far. Just kind of really focusing on sleep schedule and just trying to like better myself, invest in me to get better.
That's good.
So obviously I got a haircut.
That's a good investment.
Haircut, like haircut, new toothbrush, tried some new shampoo.
Yeah, you told me about this toothbrush. Like, it is fancy pants.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm like...
So much so, I'm probably going to go buy one.
Yeah.
Because I've been in the market for a new electronic one. I've been using, like, a manual one, and I just don't like it as much.
No. But, like, trying some new shampoo and, like, face lotion and stuff like that. Like, trying to take care of myself to...
Good.
Exfoliate.
Brush
the scalp. But, like, I don't know, just spending a little bit more money on myself, taking care of myself. Because you got to invest in yourself at times, and it's important to, you don't always have to buy yourself, video games or something like that, but like just personal needs stuff, like the little things in life. Because I'll put it this way, I've been so excited, like I want to take like so many showers because I'm just like I smell so good after it. Like I can't, like it's a very like. I don't know. It's
for the record,
it's a craving smell.
This is not like a hygiene thing. Like he's always been very clean. This is not like he just found soap. I don't want it to seem like that.
But like
he's always known what soap and water is.
But as as gamers and stuff, we've all had those times where we have done nothing. We have not showered in 3 days. We've been on the grind. And I'll put it to you this way: there is no better feeling in the world than like
washing all that gamer dirt off of you.
Washing it all off, like
because I just got some electronic wipes they're for screens and controllers and stuff. Not that my controllers are super gunky, because I don't.
They get gunky over time.
I don't eat food and stuff, and I don't let people eat like Doritos and stuff while they're touching any of my game stuff. I hate that.
Yeah.
But they do, just from the sweat and the oils off your hands. So I'm going to try them. I may give a review on them later because I've never used them before.
Yeah.
But I like sometimes you have to clean your stuff, and cleaning just your stuff to keep it operating up. That means you too.
Yeah.
You got to clean you
For sure.
inside and out.
Like I said, I have felt better over these last 2 days. I've slept better. I've done everything better.
And gym, you've been doing the gym.
Going to the gym. I've been going to the gym almost every day during the week after work.
That's awesome.
For like 45 minutes every day.
I have not.
Not lift. Well, like I'm not even lifting weights. I'm just like I'm walking. I'm getting on the bicycle because the bicycle's really nice because I can sit there and just pedal and add like extra tension.
Anything that you're doing is better than the nothing that you were doing before.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I've been working on that, and it's been actually really nice.
Hey, here they come. Look at that.
I know.
All the people are finally showing up.
It's all good.
It's almost 5, but hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I've been just kind of investing more in myself. Got back into streaming this week, which it wasn't as much as I wanted to, but it was a good start back into it.
Have you figured out a schedule yet, or you're still kind of piecing that together?
So I figured out a schedule pretty much until further notice. I'm gonna try to do it. It's open pretty much. If I'm going to stream, it's going to be at about 9:00 Eastern time till about 12ish time. Because I fall right to sleep. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna set it up open availability. So like, if I'm there, I'm there. But I'm gonna definitely give you at least 4 streams a week.
Okay.
Without a doubt, because
counting this one, or you're not counting this one?
I'm probably streaming.
I list this on my schedule, but I don't count this as a stream.
But I probably will stream after this because I do have another tournament tonight, which I'm actually really excited about.
So you're going on the air after the show.
After, yeah, probably around.
Knock it in there, man.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you back
yeah.
on the grind.
But
all right.
yeah, I've been thinking about it and like just trying to figure out how to do it all.
I know sometimes people probably don't realize this, but we actually are like best friends.
Oh, we are.
Like pretty much best friends.
For
We don't
sure.
talk as much as some other people, but we don't need to.
No, because when we get on here, we talk.
It's not just about even like this. Like,
So.
I can't tell you. Okay, like when he was little, he would wait for me to get home from wherever I was at work.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, and
looking out the window.
He'd come running over. He'd be looking out his bedroom window, waiting for me, and he'd come running over to my house, and he didn't have any plan. He just wanted to be in the same area.
Yeah, it didn't matter where.
We could be playing games. We could just be talking. He didn't care.
Oh, for sure.
And I remember that because I was probably in my 20s. I remember feeling like, God, this little kid is annoying, but I never was mean. I was never mean to him about it, like, go home. But yeah.
Yeah.
So like we've been hanging out since then. Like we have the picture, right? I don't think we have it with us, but we need to show the picture where we're sitting around playing the Mage Knight. And I'm wearing the Super Sweet Dragon shirt, and you got that cheese grin on your face.
We can reenact
Our
it.
friendship has been since then.
I mean,
And
I would
before
say-
that.
Oh, even before that. But that's where you can actually remember it and stuff. But dude, it's the grind, man.
I'm excited to see the streams come back, though. I mean, you've been out a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And sometimes you have to kind of like get your life adjusted and figure it out.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a big change. I mean, obviously with the job and stuff, like going from a night shift job to a morning shift job.
How is the new job?
I love it.
Loving it.
I already tell people every day, like, I've learned more in the time I've been there than my whole college career. Not saying that college is bad, guys. Trust me. Like college,
go to school.
College
Get an
helped me
education.
get my job, but the overall learning experience you get from being actually in a enterprise level is insane. It's made me more motivated to learn and code. Obviously, the check that you get, it does not hurt. Like if I got paid to go to college. I'd
still be in school.
I'd still be in school like every day. I mean, I'd probably take
Every
extra-
class. I'd be there every day.
Yeah, so it's just really rewarding because like you work really hard to lead up to the point, and then you finally get there, and that first paycheck when it hits, you're like, man, I finally got my job. Like that's what I told my girlfriend, that when I got my first paycheck, that's when everything would feel so real. And that's when it really does. Like it hits different when you get it and you're like, man, I got it. Like I'm finally there. But
my gunny says finishing my bachelor's this semester.
Congratulations.
Bravo.
Seriously, close it out. Like, I know it's tough.
Yeah.
The last, like, pretty much month you don't want to do anything.
Nope. Just knock it out of there, man.
Yep, and once you're done, I'm telling you, and the big thing I can suggest to you as well is apply when you have about a month left. Apply to jobs because it will help you, because if you tell them, like, hey, I'm graduating, and, like, you can know in your head that I'm guaranteed graduating, you can get a job right out of college. And trust me, it's awesome. So it does not feel real. It's going to take some time. Apply to a lot of places. Every place, it doesn't even matter. And give it that first month or two before you really start switching up your career path, I guess. Because that's what I told myself. I'm going to try to get a job in software, but if I can't, I'm going to go IT. And I ended up getting a job in software like 2 or 3 weeks after.
Yes, man, I'm proud of you. Like, you stuck with it. It wasn't always easy.
No, I almost quit twice.
Yeah, I know. And you thought about it, and I was like,
No,
I'm not even gonna. I didn't even put my 2 cents on it when you were talking about it because it doesn't do any good. You have to make up your own mind.
For sure.
I very rarely give you my opinion on a lot of things unless I think what you're doing is absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
And even then, most of the time, I even will stipulate. I think that you are making a mistake, but
You got to do you.
you're an adult. You can figure it out.
Yeah.
And with this whole like, you were like, I kind of want to quit, and I was like, I didn't even say anything, right?
Yeah,
because
sure.
I didn't go to college.
For sure.
But in hindsight, I probably should have.
Yeah. And you still have time.
I do. I'm not. It's not like I'm dead yet.
at least you look really good if you are dead.
Like completely off topic,
Oh.
but kind of on topic about this whole dead thing, right? So I was having a conversation with some people, and I decided that I don't want a stranger giving my eulogy.
What?
Like when I die,
Okay.
which I'm hoping is a very long time from now.
Okay.
But I don't want a stranger talking about me. They didn't fucking know me, right?
Oh, you want somebody to actually talk about
I either want a celebrity to come in.
it? Okay. What's the celebrity?
It doesn't matter, but preferably one I actually know who knows me, so I have time to actually make friends with a celebrity. And if that's you, if we get famous, then you're giving the
All I
eulogy.
gotta say is,
Or I'm doing my own eulogy. I will record it, and it will be played for the thing.
but you gotta have the classic line. If you're watching this, I am dead.
I am probably dead. And then look down, like, am I over there? Yep, dead. Okay. But I feel like
Can I speak at it? I want to speak.
You absolutely can, and that's the thing that I've gone to. I've gone to a lot of funerals.
Yeah.
And I feel that a lot of times it's hard for people who were close to the person to get up and talk. Like, it's hard. For a lot of reasons. One, it's embarrassing. I think it's embarrassing to just get up and talk. But even if you know the people, it's embarrassing. It's weird.
I will say this: if I get a talk, I'm gonna go up there and be like, "It's over, Kevin.
I
have the high ground."
I want you to get a sign or something that lights up that says "Game Over" and put it on top of my casket, because that's how I want to go down. Right?
Yeah.
My funeral will be the best funeral ever.
It needs. Then you know what? I'll hit a button that turns the lights on.
Yeah.
But it says "Game Over," like highlights it, and then plays the Pac-Man, like when you die in Pac-Man.
Yeah.
like,
Because I'm sorry. I feel like I've never gone to a funeral and been like, man, that funeral was awesome. Like, it's sad, but, it was awesome.
So
I've never had a good time at a funeral,
and
I'm hoping that mine is the first.
You want a banger for yours?
Yeah, I almost want to have a fake one. Like, I kind of want to fake my own death, just to make sure that you guys don't ruin my funeral plans.
I've thought about this. Like, I really have. Okay, so this is actually kind of sad. Nothing against funerals. Fake your death, like you're saying. Fake your death, and then
You want to see who shows up.
shows up,
Yeah,
but
and cries. You want to see who cries.
But I want to come out at the end, like right before they're about to bury me, into the ground, and be like Rick Roll just starts playing, and I come out.
The other thing I've thought about too is...
Or be like a fake zombie, like you just come crawling out.
That would be my concern, because we have a lot of rednecks in our family, and I know most of them bring guns with them everywhere. But if I come up out of that casket,
You shot
I
Bill
might
Murray.
I might be getting shot, and I don't really want to.
It'd be like Tallahassee. You shot Bill Murray. So no, I mean, I don't know. Like, that's what I would say everybody's like classic like thought is like, if I die, who shows up?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like everybody shows up. People that you
I feel like no.
people like that haven't seen you in a while.
I'm
they're
actually gonna have a guest list on mine, and if you're not on the list, get the fuck out. You are not welcome.
He's got a
at
bouncer at his.
I am. I'm gonna have a bouncer at my funeral, especially if I didn't like you. You're not welcome.
He's gonna
if I didn't like you in life, you ain't coming.
You got to have a VIP section. Like, all right, here's the.
It's gonna be like killer good music. There will be killer food. I want people to talk about me, but I want them to only tell funny stories about
I
me.
will make sure that happens, and I will make sure that nothing but banger songs. Like, we're gonna listen to nothing but like Nickelback and like Nirvana.
If you play Nickelback at my funeral, I will haunt you.
Okay, Nickelback it is then.
I will haunt you every time you take a shower. I'll be there. Every time you're thinking about getting down with your lady friend, I will be there.
Sounds good.
Giving you a little flick right on the butthole. Yeah, I'm still here. Play Nickelback at my funeral.
But like, I'll even like hold up a picture and be like, "Look at this photograph."
I swear to God.
Yeah.
And I won't be a friendly ghost. I won't be Casper. All right?
That's the
I'll be the Conjuring.
I'm gonna have the celebrity. That's who's gonna do it.
Actually, that would be pretty.
I'm
cool.
gonna have the lead
I hated him my entire life. He can show up to my funeral. He's on the guest list.
I'm gonna have the lead singer of Nickelback.
Chad Kroger. Why do I know his name and you don't?
Because you're secretly a fan and you just can't admit it.
I love him so much. He makes me so happy. But
Yeah.
I know that's kind of a weird, morbid thought, but we were just talking about it because I mean it's been like I feel like the last couple of funerals I've been to they sucked. No one wanted to go. No one wanted to be there. It's really sad.
Yeah.
I get that, but I want to be remembered for this.
Oh, for
Not
sure.
necessarily just this show, but I want to be. I'm hoping that this is my legacy, right? What we do here. This is something that we'll be remembered for. But I also want to be just remembered for being a fun person, for being, I feel overall an okay and decent person, but
sure.
fun. I never took life too seriously. I don't want my funeral to be serious.
If there's two people in this family that never takes life seriously, it's us two.
Yeah, right
together. Like, it will be the funniest time ever, and especially if one of us, doesn't matter who dies first, as long as we don't die at the same time, the funeral's gonna be awesome.
It will be one to talk about. Let's just put it that way, because I'm going to budget a lot of money for that. I've also thought about having a
Strippers.
weird scavenger
Okay,
type
not
hunt.
the same thing we were thinking about.
No.
Keep going.
But a weird scavenger hunt thing, right? Like take basically all my worldly possessions, selling them all, turning all that money into gold coins, putting it in a treasure box, having some person
What are you,
not
a goddamn
related.
pirate?
Yes, like the Goonies. There will be booby traps.
Here,
Here is the treasure map that you guys will all be given a copy of that you have to figure out the clues and decode it. Winner gets the treasure.
RV. Bullet
Yeah,
holes.
winner gets the treasure. Why can't your death be a competition? You know?
This isn't Game of Thrones.
It's going to be better than that because you get my stuff, but you get gold.
I love gold.
But I don't really have, like right now in life, I don't have a lot.
He's
That's
like,
worth a
I can
lot.
have one coin. It's not a very big
It's-
treasure chest.
It would be like all right. It's like it's a pouch. Okay, it's
It'd be
not
like
even
a Ziploc
box.
bag.
So, but yeah, that's. I mean, because I love theatrics too, right? I love that. I've always that's been me messing with people, and I don't want to just go out like, oh man, it's so sad, and we loved him, he was great. No, I want laughs. I want music. I want people to have a good time.
Yeah, we're not playing it
Because I was not really a party person in life, and I won't be there to be anxious and nervous when I'm dead. So party.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's the one thing I will say. And I mean, most funerals, obviously, like it's older people and stuff like that. But like, I want some banger music.
Yeah.
Like I want to have like, I don't even care what it is. Like, if Queen does not play at least one time at my funeral, I don't want to be there.
I want bass. I want fog machines and laser lights.
We're playing nothing but Tool.
And well, I mean that would be great, but I mean I want songs people can dance to. I want people to have. I want this to be like a wedding.
Have you guys ever done
Because this is a celebration of the next phase of life. This is the next adventure, I think. And
Have-
if not, I'm just going to be in the ground.
Have you guys ever done the cha-cha slide at a funeral?
No, but it's going to happen.
Bring it back, Daddy.
Electric slide, baby. At my funeral, that's the only place you're going to be doing line dancing. Trudy says, I hope that you die before me so I can be a part of this. Thanks for wishing that I die before you, but I love you anyway.
I like it. Cha-cha slide.
That's like a really weird, not really necessarily nerdy topic, but I'm not going out like anybody else. All right,
I ain't going out like no bitch.
I'm not. And
Data don't play no shit.
No sadness, no whatever. No one's fighting over my stuff because I'm selling it all. No one gets anything.
Okay, whoa.
I told you we're gonna do the treasure hunt. That's gonna happen.
I get something.
I'll give you something sentimental.
Like, it should be fucking dope.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you something sentimental.
I get all your amiibos. Don't sell your amiibo.
I'm never getting rid of those. I love those things.
Thanks. Virus and threat protection. I am clear. Good job.
I don't even know how or why this came up, but
I like it. I like the topic. That's what we're here for. We're here for the random topics and
So-
how to celebrate a funeral the right way.
that's right. So
Ladies
back
and
to
gentlemen.
what else has been going on.
Back to Ninja.
But we're almost there. I promise. We're almost there. So, streams been on point. I've been streaming every week.
I know. I've seen you.
I actually gained followers yesterday, like several.
Followers.
I gained like 5 followers on Twitch and 3 followers on Facebook, all in the same stream, and it freaked me out. I almost got nervous and turned it off. I was like, "This is just too much pressure. I can't handle this." But it's been good. I played some Pokemon and traded with some people. And let's see, last week I did this show by myself. Did you watch last week's show?
I did. I watched it the whole car ride.
How was it?
It was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was very funny. It was well produced. And it was kind of funny because I was just sitting there and like I said, it made my drive go a lot faster because like when the show went on, I was in the last 2 hours of the drive. So
Yeah.
like the last hour, like 15 or so, went pretty quick. So it was pretty awesome. I didn't know how you were gonna do. I was kind of nervous because it's hard.
It is.
It's hard when you're doing a podcast because like you can bounce off of each other, you can ask for opinions, you get that break to kind of be able to speak.
Yes.
Um,
Even though I interrupt you a lot.
yeah, but it's the break that you're not having to talk 24/7 for, the whole time. So I would say you did really well. I am curious when the day will come where I have to do it by myself.
Dude, it's hard.
It is hard.
But I got a lot of feedback. Trudy actually said, I didn't, she's like, "I'm really proud of you. I didn't think you were going to go on." And I was like, "I'm here." And had I known, I should have just let her come and co-host with me because she wasn't doing anything.
She's never doing anything.
I tried to get your brother to come and help me. I just needed someone to sit in the chair. That's all I needed.
I almost suggested that, actually. Okay. I like how it's just like there's 2 seconds.
That's all I
It's, like,
really
dark.
needed. So I just put Ted in the chair, and that worked for me. It was fun, but it was scary. It definitely was scary. All right, so we are going to go to our final topic of the day.
Yeah, hang on.
And
one sec.
it's really funny because this is not normally a topic that I would cover, but I was like, all right, we're going to talk about this. So, topic of the day.
Yeah.
Final topic. That is not the thing. I'm
Okay.
looking at.
I wanted to get the actual quote. Okay.
I've got the quote.
I got it too. It's right here.
Okay.
Okay. So, viral thing that happened this week. So Ninja does some things that
Thanks, Trudy.
I would say are a little controversial. Not in the way of like sexist, anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. More along the lines of video game spirit that is controversial. So Ninja tweeted out on February 18th, 2020.
Like, this was pretty recent.
Yeah, so
I actually screen captured this when I saw it because normally
it took over the world.
stuff happens with this guy and I could give 2 shits about it.
It took over
I don't care.
It took over the world. So the phrase is "it's just a game" is such a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened, losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is that this quote, and he has a ton of people who basically idolize this guy,
Yeah.
could be taken out of context.
Yeah.
He's not saying rage and throw your controller
Correct.
and punch your screen and flip the table over and yell at your opponent and be completely unsportsmanlike. I hope.
Yeah.
I assume he's not. I've watched his streams before. He's lost. He gets angry, yes.
He trash talks,
But I never
yeah.
see him flip the table, so to speak.
Correct.
Still, this quote could be taken out of context to people who maybe don't know that that's not what he means.
Okay.
And I think that there's enough toxicity in gaming as a whole that we don't need a bunch of crybabies fucking whining every time they lose a game. Guess what? Sometimes you lose, and that's going to happen. And it is just a game. Now, the difference is that you get paid to do this, and most people don't. That's
Correct.
where it differs.
Correct.
You're a professional, and most people aren't.
Yeah.
So for you to come out and make an ignorant-ass fucking statement like this, when you are a professional, only encourages people to be toxic.
Yeah. So I actually, it's kind of funny. This is one thing that I was so excited to talk about when you mentioned it, because I knew you were going to have this opinion. And I couldn't agree more. There's people that play a game for the simplicity of having fun. Everybody deserves to play ranked play. Even if you're not looking to go pro, you don't have to have that mindset of, I'm going to go pro as a person that plays casually. I totally agree with this. But in this statement right here, there's one thing that comes to mind. And this is the Mamba mentality. This is the Kobe Bryant mentality. Never settle with being second. Always go try to be better. And like you said, the out of context thing.
That's fine when you are a professional.
But at the same time,
when you're playing basketball at home with your friends,
yeah, be competitive.
That's way different than playing basketball in a tournament, or playing basketball for a team, or playing basketball for when it matters.
I guess me personally,
when you're playing for something and stakes are on the line, I'm not saying don't try. No one's saying that.
Yeah.
But for you to have the same mentality when you're just playing basketball at home with your friends, or with your brother, or with your kids, is different than when you're playing for the LA Lakers against the Sacramento Kings. It's just fucking different.
But at the same time, as this is like, nobody goes pro by not taking it. Not saying that when you're out playing basketball with your friends. Perfect example.
You cannot tell me, honestly, that every time Kobe Bryant touched a basketball, it was always to win, and if he didn't win, he was pissed off. I don't buy that. When it was for his job, yes.
Yeah.
But what do you think when he was sitting around playing ball with his kids? That he would whine and scream if they didn't do it right, or if he
there's definitely
missed a shot?
There's definitely an on and off switch for it, and that's where you have to find it.
And that's where this is out of context.
Yeah.
Because this says all the time. This says competitive all the time. And I'm sorry, it is just a game.
Yeah.
But he's a professional. You've played at the professional level, so you know it's just different.
I think the way Ninja's trying to explain this is if you are a person that wants to go pro and really wants to make that strive towards greatness and maybe one day make video games or any topic of choice a career, you need to have this mentality. Because as a person that is trying to go pro, you want to perfect your craft. You want to, everything he's saying is 100%. Like, you want to know why you lost. You hate losing. You need to hate losing twice as much as you love to win. Like, that's just the mentality you have to have.
And if you are a professional...
And if that's what
you're
striving for, yes.
And if you're trying to become a professional, I also agree.
But if you're a casual gamer, yes, you should not get mad at video games.
But if you are playing Mario Kart at home, and you are not trying to be a professional Mario Kart
Correct.
player...
You should not be mad.
You should not be mad.
Yes.
Every time you lose.
It's the on-off switch.
That's a weaker mentality
yeah.
than to be okay with losing.
Yeah. And I couldn't agree more. I think when it comes down to... I think he's strictly talking competitive side. If you want to go pro in a game, you need to think like this. You need to be always on your toes. You need to always strive to get better. And if it's not something that, like, maybe I don't want to go competitive in, I really want to try now. Like, I want to go all in, maybe give it 3 months, okay? I want to go all in. You know, put my time and effort into this. And then 3 months down the road, I do an evaluation, say, I'm not that good. Like, I'm not that good. This is not for me. I will never be good. Okay. Then you're back to that casual player. But as a person that plays competitive as myself, this mentality is the best mentality I can say. Because he's 100% right when he mentioned people like Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, people like that. They don't get on the air. They don't go out and practice. They practice every day with 110%. And they make sure everybody else that's around them when it's a team game is practicing 110%. And if they're not, they want them gone.
And they're not wrong. Like I said, that's your job.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
If you're Tom Brady If you were Kobe Bryant, or you are or were Michael Jackson, or
Michael Jackson,
he's
Michael
a
Jordan.
performer, same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, same thing.
That's the same thing with actors and anything. If you're not going to come through and give it 100% or more, then why are you there?
True.
You're the best.
And that goes for...
You're one of the best. Be the best.
That goes for everything. That goes for everything along the competitive line.
That's life, though. That's competing for a job. That's working towards promotions. And I agree with that mentality.
Yeah.
But...
From getting not paid to, like, I guess the whole process of from not getting paid at all to making it to the pro level, have this mentality. But if you are a casual player or just a casual person, yes, when you're playing Mario Kart with your friends at freaking home, you should not be wanting to flip the table, baby raging.
Exactly.
I agree.
And this, like I said,
it was taken way out of context.
It's not even. It's just that it could. Like I said, this guy has a ton of people that follow him. He has a lot of younger players that follow him, and this mentality is shitty if you're just playing for fun.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, much like basketball, football, baseball, whatever, you're never going to probably be a pro.
True.
You might not. That's just the reality of it.
Yep.
There are only so many spots. There are only so many people, and you are only ever going to be as good as you're going to be.
True.
That's not to say that you can't get good. But some people are just naturally gifted at things, and some people just aren't.
Yeah.
That's why not everybody's a doctor. That's why not everybody's a police officer. That's why not everybody is an NFL pro football player, and why not everybody's an NBA star or an actor or
that's
whatever.
Facts. That's facts. Couldn't say it better myself. I think Ninja is right here. If you have passion into something and you really want to go pro and you want to make that leap, have this mentality. But if you are a person that just plays games casually with their buddies at home, don't get mad. Don't baby rage.
There's just too many whiny, complaining, bitchy people in a lot of games.
But it also
and I don't like that.
I think where people get so frustrated is it's the term casual play, ranked play. When people are in ranked play, they expect that you are trying to go pro, whether you are in the lowest shit tier that you can be in.
But why is it? Okay, why does it matter if someone is casual versus ranked play? What if someone actually does want to play ranked play? They have no desire to be a professional.
They just want better competition.
Because they want to. They just want to get better at the game. They don't want to be a pro.
There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, you got to realize like it's bad because like people that are in lower tier elos. So like I'll use League for an example. So bronze, iron, those are like the two lowest divisions. Like nobody gives a damn about who you are until you reach like Grandmaster, Challenger. Those are like the top 200 players. You are better than 99.9% of the people that play the game. Like you're the legend. People in their head think that I'm a bronze player. As long as I have this mentality, I'm going to get there eventually, which is true. But if you're not willing to actually practice and get better and learn, it's all about practice. You could have whatever mentality you want, doesn't ever make you a pro. You have to also be able to be a team player, be a person that's sportsmanlike, have the right come up and do it the right way. Some people cheat their whole life to get to the top. Don't do that.
See, but I also feel that you have to learn how to lose.
You have to.
And the way that came across was basically
you can't lose.
If you lose, shoot yourself in the face.
Pretty much.
Because that you should not be okay with that. And you know what? You have to. Because what are you going to do? You're just going to sit around and hate the fact that you didn't win.
Yeah.
That's a terrible way to live.
Most esports psychologists actually, I actually watch a lot of these videos, not only just for like esports wise, because I play a lot of competitive. I play a competitive league, and that is one of the most toxic games where I've been a person of the baby rage, beat my desk into a pulp.
Know.
And it happens. Everybody gets mad eventually.
But when did you get better?
I got better.
You got better when you stopped bitching and complaining.
After
you analyzed what happened in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you were happy about it. You didn't go home and go, I fucking lost! Woo! Yeah!
No.
I'm a loser! You didn't do that.
Yeah.
You were like, all right, I lost. Why? Why did I lose?
True.
You analyzed it, you went back, you fixed the mistakes.
True. You learn, don't get me wrong, you learn twice as much from losing as you do winning. Because as a winner, all you think about is, damn, I got that win. Let's go. We're in
Winning is fun.
And then when
it is. I love to win.
When you lose, you sit down and think. And that's what also another thing. When you win, you got to be able to pick out why you won.
Yes.
And why you need to improve still. Like I said.
If you have no idea how it happened,
You're winning by coincidence.
You're
That's
winning because maybe
coincidence.
you're just more naturally skilled at something than someone else.
So this
Maybe your reflexes are faster, but you still don't really know why.
yeah,
You don't realize what
for sure.
mistakes you capitalized on
sure.
or where they played bad.
This is a big shout out to the actual book I'm reading. It's for coding. It's called The Pragmatic Programmer. By the way, guys, if you're a programmer, check this book out. My teacher highly recommends this, so my boss is really gonna like this one. So The Pragmatic Programmer has a thing in there. It's captioned "Programming with Coincidence."
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't know how you got to the point where you're at.
Yep.
You just got there out of luck,
And it happens. It does.
and that's a serious thing. It actually is like I compare it to life. Like, did I get here because I worked hard, or was I just lucky?
well,
It's a little both.
there's another quote that I'd rather be lucky than good.
That's true.
And that's not a fallacy. That's not false.
What is it?
Because there's a lot of people who are just right place, right time,
and made it
and made it.
for sure.
Not to say that they aren't talented or skilled at something,
But
but there were other people who probably were more skilled,
same idea,
or maybe
same everything.
more talented.
For sure.
But again, I don't want to take away anyone's accomplishments, right? Unless you stole it. If
Nah.
you stole it, fuck you. But if it's yours and you just right place, right time, okay. It's like the person that they go into an antique shop, right, or a garage sale, and they find something worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they buy it for next to nothing. Don't even realize it's worth anything, and then they're like, it's worth $10 million. Sweet, good for you. Right place, right time. That's luck. That's not
Yeah, nothing you could have done.
nothing that you could.
But having back to the whole ninja quote, like, have this mentality if you want to go pro, but also be willing to understand that people play games for fun and that people don't always have that same Mamba mentality that you do. Respect them for that. Learn from your own personal mistakes. Be a team player. Be sportsmanlike about it.
It depends on the game for me, honestly.
Yeah.
And there's certain games and certain ways that I play certain games that I'm much more competitive than when I'm not. Magic is a prime example of this. When I'm playing in a pre-release, my competitive is like
competitive.
is like a 50%. It's like 50% there to have fun, 50% want to smash the shit out of my opponents.
Oh, for sure.
At a pre-release. But when I was playing state championships, regionals, Star City Games qualifiers, Pro Tour qualifiers, that was different. That was like the show, right? You're still friendly, but
I'm here to beat your ass.
I'm here to stomp a hole in you.
Yeah.
And this is where my biggest issue came in, and it still is to this day, and why I struggle, because I have a hard time playing what would be considered the best decks. I still want to try and play these fun, casual decks that they're just not as good. And I keep thinking, well, I can do this better because I like to consider myself a pretty damn good deck builder. But, sorry, these other pros have already figured out the format, right? And I should just do what they do and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but when we're playing Commander, I want to win, but I don't care. I could care less if I win.
There's an on and off switch.
There is. When I'm playing draft online, I want to win, but I don't really care if I lose.
But if I'm trying to go towards something competitive wise, like actually try to make a career, then yeah, I'm going to go hard.
But you're right. There is an on and off. Like, you can play Call of Duty for shits and giggles.
For sure.
And you also can turn it on and be like, I want to wipe the floor with you.
And that's the big thing. Like, playing even casual, like, Call of Duty and stuff like that, when I get on the game, especially when I'm playing actual competitive, I'm like, okay, so I'm warming up for the day to start out with. Yes, it starts out as just shits and giggles. And then after about an hour, maybe 30 minutes, it's game on. Like, I'm going into pub matches to strictly work on my aim, which means I have to hit bullets in your ass. Like, that's pretty much what the goal is. And I play with that mentality of I want to win and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's an on and off switch.
I don't think that we disagreed on this nearly as far as you thought we were.
No, because when you first made your first statement, I was like, okay, I understand what you're saying.
I think that the statement could be misconstrued.
For sure.
And I feel like it should have been prefaced with professional. The word professional should have been in there somewhere.
Yeah. Or working towards,
It doesn't... Semi-professional.
Yeah.
By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, the word professional means that you make money to do it.
Whether it's $1?
If you've made money playing a game,
You're professional.
you are considered a professional.
Yeah. You're no longer
Sort of.
You're no longer an AM.
A professional means that is how you make your sole source of income. So Ninja is a professional gamer. That's how he makes all of his money. If you make some of your money from doing what you would be considered a hobby, you are a semi-professional. If you haven't made 2 fucking cents playing Fortnite, you are a casual gamer.
Casual bitch.
And I hate that. I'm a professional gamer. Do you have a trophy?
Can I
If this is your full-time job and this is how you pay your bills, you are a professional. If not, shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
You're not a professional gamer.
He said it.
You're trying, and that's great. Bravo for trying. I am not a professional gamer. I am not a professional streamer. I'm not even semi-professional. By the way, I have stars now on Facebook. Please donate stars to me.
If you don't like it, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
But this is another thing, and this is a topic I wanted to bring up 2 weeks ago about semi-professional and the claim that are you professional, are you semi-professional, what is the difference, and can you call yourself a professional if you don't make your sole source of income as that? You're not. Sorry. I'm sorry you don't. Definition of professional is in the fucking dictionary. That's what it says. Yeah. If you are doing something that is considered a hobby or craft that you make your sole source of income at, then you are a professional.
True.
If you only make some, you are semi-professional, but you're still getting paid.
Yeah.
And if you are not getting paid, I don't care how many hours you plug out on League of Legends, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warcraft, World of Warcraft, it does not matter.
For sure.
You are still a broke bitch like the rest of us, and you're not a professional, no matter how many hours a day you play.
Broke
and
bitch
yes,
game.
I said it.
Broke bitch game.
Yeah, yes, I said it, and that's fine. You can send me all the hate mail you want, because I love it. I eat it up like Twinkies. You missed me, didn't you?
It's pretty good. I'm excited.
Let's see. What do stars do? Well, I think you get some actually for watching us. I've heard that's how this happens. So if you're watching on Facebook, I've heard you get some kind of like the little points you get for watching you on the thing. I don't know if that's true. I've heard that, and you can donate to them their money. You also can buy them, but they cost real money, and if you don't want to give real money,
yeah, it's kind of like subscribing in a way. It's like subscribing.
It's like
to
bit donations.
It's like a bit donation, but it's like subscribing.
Like 1 star,
to...
I think, is like a penny.
Yeah.
So basically, like you buy, I don't know, we'll say if you bought 500 stars,
it's
or
$5.
whatever, it'd be $5. And then if I think Facebook keeps some of that, and then I keep some. I'm not really sure how it works, but if you've noticed on my page now, I have a button, and that's why.
Gangster. And I feel good after today.
Yeah, I feel good. Sorry we ended on that. All you fake semi-professional, professional
but
asses.
If you want to perfect your craft, I support it as a competitive player.
I do.
But
absolutely.
But know the on and off switch between hanging out with your friends, playing some casual. Know the difference. When you're playing competitive with your buddies that are actual competitive players, work on your craft, but realize, hey, have a plan B. Because you might not make it.
You might suck.
Yeah, you might just suck.
I suck at most games. That's why I am not a professional.
Yeah.
But what actually triggered this is I was on Facebook gaming, and there were several people that I saw, and some of these people had like 4 followers, which I'm not making fun of them. It's actually hard to get the followers. But they were like, I am a professional. And I'm sorry, it looks like you're not. You didn't have one picture on your thing of a trophy or anything. Just because you stream 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, does not make... You might be considered a semi-professional streamer, but you're not a professional gamer.
Yeah.
And that's okay. If you're working towards that, great. I support anybody that wants to do that, because I love games. And if you can play games and make money doing it, bravo.
Yeah.
Whew.
Couldn't agree more. That's a good closing one.
I'm done. I'm going to have a heart attack.
But I am Veer Coach. This is Nick Displays Games.
Come buy our merch. It's on his page.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any merch on.
Which I'll show you how to do that add-on.
Buy this lovely cup.
It could be yours for only 2 payments of $19.99.
Buy this lovely shirt that I'm wearing. Not particularly this one. Hey, are you promoting other channels on my channel,
What
Julia? What have we said about that? I'm already following him. He's a good guy. That's my buddy's new gaming channel, Jay. He's been doing some Call of Duty. He's been doing some other stuff. Go check him out at Flip the Table TV. It's funny because we said Flip the Table like 2 or 3 times, and that's what his channel is called. So, I'm teasing you, but other people not allowed. You're my friend. Yeah. Plus, you guys have come to damn near every stream I've ever done. Bravo. So yes, Flip the Table TV. It's on Facebook. He's on Twitch. We're still on that. Fear Coach, Nictus, good to have you back.
Good to have you back.
Uh,
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Those Two Nerds, episode 30. Watch it on YouTube if you missed some of the stuff. You'll hear some great content and stuff like that. We talked about funerals and how they should be a party. We talked about Ninja's comments. We talked about everything.
Everything.
And we feel good. I'm back.
Yeah.
He's back. He's never left. Episode 30.
You fucked up the tuxedo show.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, we didn't.
This was a consecutive. We all had to be here. Now we got to start back over to one episode.
No.
Now we got 99 more to go.
You're lying. I'm doing it on 100 episode with or without you. But Harold Biggs.
Harold, what's
Biggs,
up?
Welcome.
What's up, buddy?
We are actually, unfortunately, signing off. But
Yeah, we are.
we appreciate
But
you
you
guys.
can watch the replay.
On YouTube.
There's a lot of stuff where I insult professional gamers. I mean, I shout a lot of profanity.
Yep. On YouTube.
On YouTube.
On YouTube here every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be uploaded right after this. Go check it out. Those Two Nerds. You will find us. Our logo's on there.
We love you, our fans.
Mwah! We would kiss, but, that's just too much sexiness.
I like him,
not
but
that
I
much.
don't like him, you know?
You don't like. But thank you guys all so much. And if we did it right, the exit scene should actually play the correct way.
It should be.
So much love, guys. Bye.
Bye.
E-E-L-E-A.